These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with a Dinar Guru news update. About 5 days ago, various news outlets from Iraq suggested that the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar has experienced a significant increase to its highest value in several years at 1132. Boots on the ground report confirmed the CBI and government officials made reference to the sudden change in value. However, it is important to note that despite these reports, the CBI has yet to officially change the rate of the dinar, which currently stands at 1310. In the past, discrepancies of this nature typically clarified within 24 hours. However, as of now, no such clarity has been discovered. We encourage you to stay alert, keep a close eye on the peculiar situation as we await Guru insights and updates on what is going on here. Mark Z via PDK member comment, I hear Iraq's ready. Mark Z's answer is, yeah, I know they are. I was told that the rate was between $1.61 and $1.68. We won't know for certain which one until we get there. They know it's going to float to that $3 plus range. I was told it was announced and they have let the world know that they're moving forward. And I was told they're going to go towards the end of Ramadan. Ramadan ends on April 20th. I've been told there is a hard push to get it out the doors in the next few days. The comforting part is we can now see the end. Frank26, Firefly, my bank friend from the First Bank of Iraq, has now new global money transfers. He said this system just started. This screams international. Frank says, that's awesome. Yes, it does. Milishman says everything we're seeing is phenomenal. They can't go back. They're going to reprice at some point in time because they have to, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were forced to talk about that very quickly. Sandy Ingram article quotes central bank sales exceed 800 million last week based on the Middle East news feeds. It is important. Total sales of the Central Bank of Iraq through the window of selling hard currency to the dollar during the past week amounted to more than $800 million. This news flash leads me to believe Iraq is becoming more and more like Panama each day. However, Panama's currency is valued 1-to-1 against the US dollar. Is Iraq hanging on to the US dollar so tightly because the foundation of their wealth is in US dollars, meaning the oil revenues? This is a massive amount of exchange for the US dollar in 1 week. Mark Zevia PDK says it appears that Iraq has fired the shot heard around the financial world. They are preparing them to go solo. It appears that many other countries want to go with them. Member question, if the dinar and dong go separately, will they float? Mark Z's answer, yes. If they go alone, we expect them to float. I still think there's a 90% chance they will all go at once. We are now seeing very clear and coming. This is super exciting to me. Frank26 says the world is pouring into Iraq because of the monetary reform that is exploding the economic reform. The only reason why the economic reform has been so successful is because they know very well what is happening with the budget of Iraq. They know how it is being funded and they know what's backing it. Right, Nader from the Mideast says, I don't think it's going to be 1-to-1. I think it's going to go between $3.28 to $3.50 directly. After this rate through 1132, it's going to be big things happening. Caparoni says, common dinar community comment, Kuwait RV'd their dinar in 1992. This is not true. Keep in mind a significant difference between Kuwait and Iraq. Kuwait has billions of dinar in circulation. Iraq has trillions. Mark Z via PDK says we are being told from all our sources there is a mad scramble now close to any deal. Tighten any loose ends because the time scale has moved up and they are scrambling to get it out the door. It would not surprise me if it's about to happen. It's very fluid. I hear it's moving very quickly. Expect a lot of back and forth news. It's close. We are watching it all play out like Demolition Derby. I just need you to know where we're at right now. It's a mad dash scramble to the finish line. We've not gotten this many emails, texts, calls, messages from this many people in a very long time, and it certainly could be any moment. Frank26 question, At exchange, do they, the bank, file anything? Frank says they're not going to file anything. You're on your own when you exchange your currency. It is your responsibility to report your capital gains, to pay your taxes. The banks are not going to tell Uncle Sam anything about you. Community comment, the bank automatically will report to the IRS deposits 10,000 or more. Frank says that's true. Any transaction worth over 10,000 ends up in the government's lap. Militiaman says we are hearing things that are coming from Iraq about the exchange. We know al-Sudani did a talk about the currency being strong. We had al-Sudani talking about the currency and what you could do, what you can't do. That's really important because al-Sudani is a very important figure in the nation of Iraq and Middle East. Education has been ongoing. They've had a little more communication with respect to small category notes. Lastly, Mark Z via PDK question, so if Vietnam goes when Iraq goes alone, will it float as well? Mark Z's answer, I am hearing from many contacts throughout the day today that the rate may be fixed and should not be afloat.